My dear followers, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm back with the grammar lesson voice change. This is the fourth class of this lesson, voice change. Today I discuss about voice change with it is or was time. That means it is or was time. With this, I'll try to explain, or I'll try to focus this in a active and passive. Look at this active sentence. It is or it was time. When in an active sentence, it is or it was time plus infinitive plus object of the infinitive. Look at this. Here it is plus time plus, we know about infinitive. To plus base form is the infinitive, base form of the verb. Here do is the base form of the verb. To do the verb, object of the infinitive. Here to do, object of the infinitive is to, the work is the object here. So subject, infinitive, object of the infinitive. This is an active sentence. Look at this. The structure of the active sentence is it is or it was time plus infinitive. Here is it is time or it was time, infinitive to, base form of the verb. The verb is the object of the infinitive. If we would like to transform it into passive sentence, look at this. This structure should be followed. In a passive sentence, it is or was time plus when or that. It is or it was time. It should be unchanged. So here is it was time plus that plus the object of the infinitive. Here the object is the word. Object of the infinitive is the word. So here is the word. Look at this. It is time plus that plus object of the infinitive plus should be plus past participle form of the infinitive verb. Here the infinitive verb is to do. The past participle form of the verb is do, did, done. B1, B2, B3. So B3. So dear followers, this sort of sentence we can transform into by this rule or following this rule. Here it is it was time plus infinitive plus objective of the infinitive, then it will be it is time or it was time, that the objective of the infinitive plus should be plus B3 form of the infinitive verb. But we can transform this active voice into another way. Transform into another way. That is the it is or was time plus for. Look at this. It is time for the work. It is time for the work to be done. We need it is or it was time plus for plus object of infinitive. You have already known that object of the infinitive is the word. Then to be plus B3 form of the verb. So let's have a look an example. It was time to close the door. Now we will make or we will transform this sentence into passive. This is an active sentence. So here is, first of all, I follow this rule. It was, then it was when or that. It was time that the door is the object of the infinitive time that the door, when it should be, here it should be the past participle form of the verb is infinitive verb is closed. So we can make this active sentence into passive by this way. And now second rule I follow. Here is it was time for the door to be closed. So, your followers, look at this. It was time to close the door is an active sentence. Passive. Look at this. It is time to close the door. It was time that the door should be closed. In another way, we can make it was time for the door to be closed. Both are correct here. So, my dear followers, I hope you are clear how to find in a sentence it is or it was time. Then, and that is the active sentence or passive sentence we can transform into by this way. So, the next one is now voice with it is or it was plus adjective. In my previous discussion was it is or it was time with the voice. Now voice with it is or it was plus adjective. Look at this. Here is an active sentence. It is important to buy a smartphone. The structure of this active is it is or it was plus adjective. We know about adjective. Here is the adjective. Important, infinitive to, and infinitive verb to buy a smartphone, object of the infinitive. It is plus adjective plus infinitive verb or base form of the verb plus object. Okay. Now this sentence, if you would like to transform this sentence into a passive sentence, we have to follow this rule. Look at this. It is or it was plus adjective. Here it is plus adjective important plus that plus object of the infinitive. Here object of the infinitive is a smartphone object plus when it should be plus BC form of the infinitive verb or past participle form of the verb. Here is by bought V1 V3. So it is important that a smartphone should be bought. Dear followers, it is or it was time, but here is it is or it was plus adjective. But in this case, we can transform into active to passive this by following the two rules. Here is another one. First of all is object of infinitive. Here object of infinitive is a smartphone. Object of infinitive, it will be a subject here. Subject plus be verb. A smartphone is a singular number, so am is or was or as it is a it is important to buy a smartphone. It's a present tense or the sentence of a present. So a smartphone plus be verb is plus adjective plus we need to be plus be 3. So the second structure is or second way is a smartphone is important to be bought. Here is object of infinitive plus object of infinitive plus be verb, am is or was were plus adjective plus to be plus be3. I think, my dear followers, you clear this lesson. So, note today, that's all for the time being. Allah Hafiz.